Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the Fish 119 here, and today we're going to be talking about a ship, a Russian battleship, the Revolutsiya. I know I'm not saying that name right, I'm sorry. But the gameplay that we're going to be having today is going to be extremely good. We ended up getting a Kraken and a bunch of medals. So before we go into that game, I'm just going to go over my commander briefly, just to give you guys an idea of this. And it's a brand new ship. They just added it last week. So yeah, it's really good. It's about $10-15, so it's a really not that bad of a price for these ships. So if you want to pick it up, here it is. It's pretty good. It's tier 4. And let's go over some of the primary stats of it. So for our first little upgrade and only upgrade that we can get for this ship, we have the aiming systems mod 1. And now for some of the main stats, it has 42,500 hit points. So that's pretty decent for a tier 4 battleship. Its artillery, it has 305mm guns of a firing range of 14.8 kilometers, so not too bad. I wish it was a little bit longer, at like 15 to 16 kilometers, but I guess for tier 4 that is pretty good. And then it has a 32-second reload time, which is, I guess, middle of the line for the ship. Now we can see it has very good armor in the armor viewer, so pretty good. With all Russian battleships, you never want to give a broadside unless you don't think anyone's going to shoot at you. Like, you can get broadside as long as you don't think anyone's going to shoot at you. So as soon as you fire a salvo, go back to bow and bow taking the enemy. So this ship has tons of guns, and you know, it has modest guns. They're low caliber main battery guns, but they still do a lot of damage when I use them. So until 1925, the USSR's Navy's battleship was known as Ganget. Designed before World War I, the ship carried main battery guns that were good for her time. In the 1930s, the battleship was upgraded to receive more powerful propulsion and advanced gunfire control systems, and improved AA guns, which in this version I don't think it has very good AA. It hardly ever shoots anything down. That's just my playtime. And it entered service in 1911, and there were 4 of them built. But what I would like to know, because it does mention Ganget in there, Ganget class of battleship, it looks slightly different than the Ganget looked. Like, the Ganget didn't have that exact superstructure that this ship has. This ship has a much larger superstructure than the Ganget does. But it also said it was upgraded in 1930. So maybe that was why they upgraded some of the secondary guns like AA, and the superstructure was because they upgraded the ship during 1930. So I'm assuming this is a Ganget class of battleship. But let's get into the gameplay, because that is going to be a very, very, very good game. Lots of damage, lots of action. So let's get into that. So our number 1 goal right now is securing the Charlie cap. We're just contesting it, doing anything that we can to get the enemy off of this cap. We want to take it for ourselves. So we see a Britannian out there. We're definitely going to take a shot at him. And like I said, this ship may have low caliber main battery guns, but it does a lot of damage when it hits. You can see on our first salvo, we had 11,000 damage, 4 penetrations, 1 over penetration, and 1 ricochet. So you can see this ship does not mess around. It can do a lot of damage. And I would definitely recommend this ship. It's only $10 or $15, like I said in the beginning of the video. Not too bad for these ships. Usually tier 4 ships are that price. We can see right here that should have been deletion on that Emil Britannian, and it wasn't, sadly. That definitely should have been the end of him. He should no longer be sailing. But we're just going to try to maneuver ourselves in the best position possible. I can't tell if that smoke screen is friendly or not, because the screen is really small when I'm doing these commentaries. But our main goal right here is just going to keep taking shots at this Emil Britannian. He is a threat to our enemy destroyer and to all of our other ships that we have over here. So we're going to take a shot here. And is it going to be good? No. Only 4 over penetrations. The guns just went gun shells just went straight through him. Now we also see a Revolutsiya out there who's giving a broadside. But I don't think are going to take a shot at him right now. We may take a one shot at him and then focus our aim to something else, like the Phoenix that comes around. But we're about to find out because I can't really remember what we did here. Yeah, we're going to take a shot at the pit tour. And let's see if it's going to be good. Rewarding us. It was pretty decent there. 4 penetrations, 1 over penetration. And here, we're not going to focus the battleship anymore. I think this is when we start focusing our attention to the Phoenix, because let's admit it, the man is literally a floating citadel. All I see when I look at this thing is one gigantic floating citadel. Just look at him. That's all I see. All I have to do is aim for the center of our ship and he's not going to survive. Look at this. Just coming in like the freight train that we are, just absolutely deleting him, pressing the delete button and saying, well, it was a good run, buddy, but it wasn't good enough. So then we see a T-22 out there, and our secondaries kill him, and we get the close quarters expert, and now we're up to 49,000 damage, with the Revolutsiya shooting at us, and it looks like the same Emil Britann that we were shooting at earlier. So we definitely are having action on this side of the map. Now we are just going to do what we're supposed to do. See that Emil Britann out there? We're just going to give him a little bit of light tapping like that. Just look at that. Delicious. So we got 1 citadel, 4 over penetrations. He should be dead at this point. I mean, he should be dead. If only you could see my face, you'll understand how I felt during that situation when I shot at him and he didn't die. But luckily enough, we only have 6 seconds left in our reload. He has a sliver of health left, so we're just going to pop one of our guns at him and hopefully finish him off with just that 1 shot. Let's see. Sadly, it doesn't kill him. So we're going to shoot 1 more gun at him, and this definitely will kill him. Now, we are going to be dealing with a Texas over here. And then after the Texas, there is going to be an enemy Hosho, I believe that is. And currently, we're just going to take on this Texas, try to finish him off, for our team. And yeah, he's just sitting there. It looks like he has 3 fires, so he's not really having a good time. And so we're going to take some shots at him right now. Not really moving, so he should be a pretty easy target. Now he's moving slightly. Starting to go bow in towards us. He's starting to get a better angle. But it's not really going to matter all that much because we can still get 2 penetrations, 1 over penetration it looks like. Not a bunch of damage that we did to him, but I mean it was decent. Funny thing is that when he shot at us, he actually took out 1 of our guns. But sadly for him, he's not really going to last much longer. So we're around this corner. Look at him. Helpless little thing. So we're just going to come over here. And he actually is getting some pretty decent hits on us. Not the greatest hits, because we have pretty good armor. But then we just take this shot and, you know what happens. Not very much. 2 penetrations. And someone else is going to finish him. We're going to take 1 more shot at him here in a few seconds. 16 seconds. And sadly, someone else is going to finish him off. So, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this should be a deletion. Take the shot at him. But sadly, someone, of course, takes it as we shoot our last gun at him. Someone finishes him off. But then this aircraft carrier, the enemy Hosho, he's just like, he comes charging right at us. I have no clue what this man was thinking. Really, I don't know what he was thinking. I bet he just gave up. He's like, this carrier is so bad, let me just give it away to the enemy. So, he just comes sailing towards us, and I'm like, buddy, it doesn't matter if you bow tank. You can't bow tank in an aircraft carrier. It's not going to end well for you. So then he comes around. Friendlies take a shot at him. We're going to take a shot at him. And look what happens to him. Just look what happens. Just look. Gone. I wonder what he actually was expecting to happen. He wasn't going to win the gunfight. He obviously doesn't know how to play the aircraft carrier because he hasn't even managed to hit us once in those planes. Maybe he has. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's managed to hit us once. But now we're up to 4 ships sunk. 109,000 damage. 2 dev strikes. 1 close quarters expert, and a high caliber. So we're definitely spanking these people, and there's still plenty more action to be had, like this Congo right here. Look at this. Get a citadel on him, 4 penetrations, taking a good chunk of his health that is now ours. About 20,000 damage right there. We did hit him, maybe a little bit less. And he's going to come sailing right at us, so we're going to do what we have to do, what we've done to all the other guys when they come sailing right at us. We got to get rid of them. Press the delete button on them. That's all that can be done. And now we take the shot at him. Is it going to be good? Let's find out. Right there. Shot out. He took out one of our guns. That's not really a good thing. Now we get some hits. 5 penetrations on the man. He's hurting. 1 ricochet and 1 overpin. And now we have a Britann directly in front of us. The Congo over there to the west. And we're going to try to deal with both these guys at the same time. Remember, that Pitor Veliki that we were left remaining standing is still out there. Bad idea by me. I never capped the Charlie cap. In the beginning of the video I said I was going to, but I never did. That was my initial plan, was to cap the base, but then I just got distracted by going for damage. You know how it goes. Sometimes I want to go for damage. I was having a good game, so I kind of wanted to continue going for damage. So this Britann, he's just going to be sitting there. Pretty easy target. He's not really moving. Well, he is moving. He's going in reverse. But it's not like he's going to be the hardest thing to hit in the world. He takes a shot at us, not doing any damage to us whatsoever, because our bow has enough armor to where it can ricochet all of those shells. Now that Congo, he gets a pretty nasty hit on us. Not really nasty, but then we get another pretty good hit on him. 3 penetrations, we're up to 146,000 damage, 4 ships sunk, 2 dev strikes, 1 close quarters expert, high caliber already, and a Confederate. This Congo is still charging at us, and this Britann is still here. So we still have to choose our targets. Looks like we're going to fire on the Britann. Hopefully we can ricochet his shells. We do, mostly. He does get a kind of a good hit on us. And then we sink the Britann for the Kraken unleashed. 5 ships sunk. Then our secondaries light a fire on the Congo. Not luckily, but oh, the Congo just got a really good hit on us there. One of our guns is out. That Britann took it out. Now we're going to shoot at his armor. We get 2 penetrations. We're trying to take him out as quickly as possible, because we only have, it looks like, 5,000 health remaining with no more heals. So if he gets any more damage on us, it's not going to be a fun time. Now we get 1 penetration on him. 2 ricochets, not a bunch of damage. And now our secondaries are trying to light him up. They're not really doing a good job of it though. And I took our friendly torpedo on accident from the torpedo planes, didn't even know he was coming in. And then he sets us on fire. We're immediately going to damage con that, because we cannot have him doing that. And luckily, I think our friendly bomber plane or torpedo plane comes in and takes this kill, because I think he probably would have killed us. So I'm kind of glad that he ended up finishing him off right there, because he probably could have killed us. And now we're going to skip ahead, because it was a little bit of a period where there was not any action. And now here's that Pitor Veliki I was mentioning. And this is going to be our last salvo that we are going to fire in this game. And he's just going to come around this corner. We only have 4,000 health left, so yeah. Probably going to get Dreadnought at the end of this match. Now we're going to take the shot here in a few seconds. Probably right there. Maybe not. We're spotted, so yeah, we're going to take a shot right there. Hopefully we can finish him off. We're probably not going to. But that is basically going to be a wrap for the game. We end up getting 2 more penetrations. 166,000 damage. That's a lot of damage. Like I said, devastating strike. We had the close quarters expert. We just got the Dreadnought, the Kraken unleashed, the Confederate, high caliber. So we did a lot of damage. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching and peace out.